You know what I freaking hate? You want to know what I hate? I hate, right? I hated in school. When I was in school, that, you know, like, let's say, you know, you won't always have, like, that 120 pack of, like, loose leaf lined paper. You know what I'm talking about? Like, every school requires you, like, oh, for the beginning of the school year, you're gonna need to get, this piece of paper, a notebook, a red math book, and all that freaking nonsense, right? You know what I'm talking about? You have to get all this dumb stuff. And, you know, most of the things on that list, you don't really need, alright? Maybe a binder or two. You don't freaking need that 120 pack of loose leaf paper. But here's the thing. Sometimes that comes to bite you in the butt. So you know when you're in class, right? The teacher's like, hey, pull out a piece of paper. We're gonna freaking do some giant session of writing. I was like, okay. So instead of just writing in your notebook, the guy's like, all right, everyone pull out a piece of paper. So what you do, if you have a spiral notebook, you do the logical thing and you rip out your piece of paper. But you wanna know what I freaking hate? Is the way they designed the paper that go against you. They really want you to buy that 120 pack of loose leaf lined paper or whatever frick it's called. They really want you to get that, right? Because when you tear the piece of paper off, from the notebook, you know how you have like the little like noodly bits from the notebook where it's still like residue from the notebook, so like, oh, you can tell it just got ripped from the notebook. But then upon that like little area, there's like a line, right, that where you're supposed to like break that apart, so it just becomes an individual piece of paper that was not attached to a notebook in any way. You know what I'm talking about? When you try to tear that one line off, what I hate the most about it is that no matter how gentle you go, no matter how much finesse and care you put into it, your paper is gonna end up ripping in half. There's just no freaking way to avoid it. Unless you have the hands of God himself, you're gonna be freaking breaking your piece of paper. It's gonna be ripping, and then you're gonna have a giant rip through your piece of paper, and then the teacher can be like, nope, use a different piece of paper, and then you have to do the same process all over again, which inevitably ends with the same situation and solution. It's like, oh, freaking great, my piece of paper is ripped. And then eventually you're like, hey, Jimmy, can you give me a piece of paper, man? My mine's autistic. I can't do it. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, man, I only had so much paper. Sorry, you should have gotten your own. And then you're screwed. It's like, well, I didn't get the freaking 120 pack of loose leaf lined paper, and now I'm screwed here with my dumb spiral notebook, unable to rip things out of it, and it's just freaking annoying. And you know what's even more annoying? You have those freaking the notebooks that, like, the black and white notebook that looks like freaking camouflage. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot what that one's called. Compression notebook. I don't know what the frick that's called, but you know what I'm talking about? That. When you try to rip paper out of that, that's literally impossible. I don't know who invented that notebook, but my god, it's probably the toughest thing to rip paper out of. It takes the force of 1,000 men to rip a piece of paper out of that one notebook. I tried so much in my life. I haven't tried recently, but I don't think I can do it now, no matter how freaking jacked I may be right now, even though I'm not. I don't think I can even rip a piece of paper out of that freaking notebook, because those notebooks are made out of like vibranium. It's insane. I don't get how they make them. Just one final touch up again. I freaking hate. You know what? You want to know what I hate? I hate when you have to deal with the freaking notebook pulling out the piece of paper of your spiral notebook situation. That's the most annoying situation. Just make sure you buy loose leaf lined paper next time, and that won't happen. But my freaking god, whoever actually gets that? What kind of nerd actually gets that?